You're listening to an Airwave Media podcast.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neil, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Hello and welcome to Triviality, the game where a lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. Today is very special. We just rolled over to the new year, a month or two ago. We've been wanting to have a specific guest on to do this year in review episode, and that's today, and we're so excited for it. Unfortunately, Neil is still dealing with a little bit of trauma from being eliminated off the floor. He did not want to relive the year in which that occurred, and so he just had to take a personal day. But luckily, we have Matt back from his injury. His spine is healing up nicely from the package pile driver, which was illegally dealt to you.
I had all of the vertebrae fused. I have an iron back now.
Oh, that's good. That's your new name too, Iron Back.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, Jeff, how you doing?
Much better, apparently.
Can't complain.
No, I can't complain.
Well, I'll pile drive you later.
Sounds good.
How about that?
Okay.
Then I'll give you something to complain about.
All right, I'll take it.
All right.
You're gonna join up with The Rock too?
Jeff probably will.
No, Ken, you're the heel. You've heel turned on the rest of us.
That's why I'm giving you guys all pile drivers. But the person I won't heel turn on is our guest today. Thank you for your Oakland 5 support, and thank you for being on the show. Matt Kirk, welcome back.
Hello. It's been a year.
Yeah. We love these year in review episodes. So if you just want to tell us a little bit about what you have in store today, and tell us a little bit about yourself too for the listening audience.
Well, I am located in San Diego. I've been here pretty much all my life. Currently working as a bingo caller by day and nothing at night, although I am supposed to have a trivia gig starting up next month for the first time in about a year, which is
awesome.
Weird. Yeah, it's weird that I'm getting back into it that way, but such is life. Today's game, we're going to do 15 questions, just general knowledge about the events of last year, 2024. Kept it pretty short and sweet, so we'll see how it goes.
Great. And since we're missing Neil, we're going to do a one-on-one and see who the true cream of the crop of 2024 is.
Yeah, see, Matt Kirk thought, he's going to take us back to 2024. We thought, let's go all the way back to 2017, review our roots when we had no friends.
Do a few of these.
And no listeners.
No friends, no listeners.
We all just used to go one-on-one.
It's funny that you mentioned that. I know I've been doing this for a few years, but I went back and looked, and the first one I did was for 2020, and I was just that was mind. This is the fifth. This is technically the sixth show we've done, but the fifth year running that we're doing.
That's awesome. Well, glad to keep this tradition alive and well. So
that's right. And another tradition we like to keep alive and well is the reading of the rules, although it's going to be a little different today. So should we just skip the rules? Should we just buck tradition?
Are we allowed to do it? Neil would be so upset if he were here right now. He loves tradition.
Well, he's not here. Look at me, Matt. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I think we should do an amended rules read.
An amended? Do you want to read it?
No.
You're
There's
not
15 questions.
I just want to say...
All right, here we go.
I just want you... I want to say 15...
There's 15 questions, and the person who gets the most right wins. The end.
Cream of the crop,
The end?
The end.
I am the cream.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
Here we go.
That's helpful, yeah.
Yeah, and once again, speaking of cream drops, if anybody wants to send us a cream drop...
I don't want anyone sending any cream drops to me.
Well, if you
digitally, in the mail, or otherwise.
No, you know what I mean. You know what
We got
a little
P.O.
voice
box?
recording of you saying, I am the cream, or I'm living in a nightmare, or any of our little... cream cuts there. Feel free to drop
an
those.
audio drop.
An audio drop, yeah. I prefer cream cuts. You don't like that? No? Okay. If anybody wants to send us an audio drop, please go ahead and email that to us. What's our email address? I don't know. Neil's not here.
Which one are we doing? Probably just, Triviality Podcast
at
gmail.com.
There you go. Send them there. MP3 or WAV, please. But we're happy to put you on the air if you send us one of those. All right. Well, I think that's all the ado we have, right? Any more ado?
It's much ado about nothing,
All right,
if you ask me.
without further ado, Matt, you want to jump on in and we'll see how this game goes.
Okay, I'm mildly worried because some of these were written with Neil in mind.
It's okay.
But
Everyone always has
it'll be
Neil
okay.
in mind. That's the problem, I think.
That's what's going on. That's why he's gotten so good.
I'm going to just blame my poor performance from here on out on that. See, these questions, it's not that I'm bad at these questions. They weren't for me.
That's right.
Okay, question number 1. Theater kids will have an edge in pinpointing this one. 2024 was comprised of how many minutes?
Okay.
See, you're like, this one might be the one with Neil in mind, the theater kid, I imagine.
I think I know this one. So I'm going to lock in.
It's as far as I can remember, it's dun 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 dun, but there's numbers there.
That's the song, yep.
That's where I have problems. And I'm also thinking of the scene in The Office where they talk about how long Michael Scott's been there, and it is not the same number. Jeff, do you know? Are you locked in?
I'm locked in.
Okay, I thought you were.
Did you do it through math?
I was
or
gonna
through rent?
No, I did it through rent, but then I had to do math, and I was confirming that my math was correct because I know I
Did you
can't be
really
trusted.
do the math this time?
Yes, because I can't be trusted.
Well, in my head, the number I'm hearing is 521,600, and that's what I'm going with.
Would you like to up him a little bit on that, Ken?
Yeah, I went with 525,600.
So 2024 was a leap year.
No,
So 525,600 minutes plus 1,440 minutes for an additional day is
Are you messing with us, man?
527,040 minutes.
Oh my
That's correct.
God. That was wicked. That was a wicked question.
That was rent, Ken. That
Oh,
was a
rent,
rent
sorry.
question.
that was a rent question.
That was a deceptive question.
The rent was too high for this one.
You know, we just had to remember that it was a leap year. That was it.
So what was the number?
527,040 minutes. And there was a really tortured reworking of the lyrics to make it fit in that song, and it was very bad. But anyway.
Hey, nerd, I'm going to punch you in the stomach later. That's directed to Jeff, by the way.
All right, question number 2.
That's why when you were locked in so fast, I was like,
No.
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know when. You just dropped that swear so subtly that I promise you I'm going to forget to bleep it. But now I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways.
All right. Question number 2. On January 19th, Japan became the 5th nation to achieve a soft landing on the moon with its project titled SLIM and nicknamed the Moon Sniper due to its increased accuracy in locating its intended landing site. What does SLIM stand for?
Is anyone familiar with this?
Is the answer in Japanese or English?
These are
English.
English words.
Okay. That helps somewhat. Super long.
Invisible.
Incredible. Missile.
I think they're landing missiles.
Mission.
They're not blowing up the moon.
Super long, incredible mission.
That's pretty close, I bet. Jeff, do you know? Or are you also making up a
I'm gonna make up something.
Yeah. See, I was thinking something like sonar, litigation, irritable machine.
See, sonar is not bad. I mean,
think
sonar
sonar
is a
only-
science word.
If only there was sound in space.
Right.
Oh, well.
I mean, thanks for
I haven't been
reminding us of that no one can hear us scream.
silent. That changing it to silent.
I'm gonna go with single lunar investigation module.
That sounds most correct. I gotta say.
It is the closest. You got investigating right. This is the smart lander for investigating moon.
The moon.
M is moon and none of us said it.
Who would have thought?
M is for moron in this room. We struggled that one.
Dial M for dumb.
All right, let's see if we can get this one. Number 3, name the low-budget film that beat out blockbusters Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 to win the 2024 Academy Award for Best Visual Effects. It was also the first non-English speaking film to accomplish this feat.
I'm locked in.
Mm-hmm.
So this would have been the Oscars that took place in 2024.
This is the previous one, not
so
the
for
one
a 2023 film.
I know the other one just happened last Sunday, but
not that I watched last Sunday or anything, but pardon me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm locked in on this one. This is a good flick. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm not going to know this.
Did you go to the movies much this year, Jeff?
Not really. 3-4 times.
We saw Batman Forever in theaters.
We did see Batman Forever in theaters.
It was as good as we remembered it, which is not very much.
Jeff, you don't have anything?
Have I seen this film? Probably not.
I think if it's
Have I even
my
heard
thought,
of it?
If you've heard of it, I was thinking that this was Godzilla -1, but I don't know. That was my gut.
What are you reacting to?
I don't know. I can't think of anything that would have won for best visual effects.
Okay. So, tapping?
I'm just going to lie down.
Okay. Jeff's lying down. Matt, what are you saying?
He said Godzilla -1.
Godzilla -1.
And I happen to agree that it's Godzilla -1. I remember fondly the video of the team reacting to their win. It's very heartwarming.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it is Godzilla -1.
Oh, and we were all right, -1.
No, I was at the theater. And I saw a family. I'm trying to remember what they ended up seeing, but they were just trying to decide between seeing Godzilla -1
and Wonka
and some piece of crap, like some absolute garbage. And I remember the dad saying, "Oh, is this in English? It's not? Oh,
let's go see Red One.
Wait, this is in black and white? Oh." And then they decided to see the worst movie of all time. I wish I remembered what it was, but it's not Godzilla. I'll tell you
Dune
that.
2.
That's a flick. Shut up, man. I don't appreciate you.
Not
Neither does Denis
Dune
Villeneuve.
smirching.
just Oscar nominated Timothy Chalamet.
That's right. His suit
Chalamet!
His suit made him look like a stick of butter.
I kind of loved it.
I like everything he does.
I gotta give Chalamet his props on the yellow suit.
I mean, it was a choice. Like, props to him for that.
It was definitely a choice. And then Andrew Garfield is always wearing suits like from the 70s.
Yes, I loved his suit.
You like
that
the
chocolate
70s
brown
suit?
color. Oh, it was so slick.
Okay.
He looked so cool.
I really liked John Chu's green lapels.
Absolutely.
A lot of good fashion choices.
Andrew Garfield, if you ever hear this, I would like to hang out sometime.
I think we should get Jeff on the red carpet to talk about fashion choices.
I like your suit. It's real slick. They'd be like, what?
I had to use a 70s term to go with the 70s vibe.
For sure.
It was, because I wasn't around. I don't know what they would say.
A lot of very elegant looks on the red carpet this year. Let's be real.
All right. Question number 4. In the first week of March, which country joined the NATO Assembly as its 32nd member after a long-standing political impasse was overcome?
I think I can lock in on this one. I doom scroll a lot, so.
I'm pretty sure I'm locked in with an answer.
Okay, you guys are locked in.
I had to remember that this was March 4th of last year, not like yesterday.
Not 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
It seems like some news stories are just stretching on and on.
Seriously.
There's only two countries in the news. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like this is a Switzerland or Sweden, maybe. I don't know. I'm bad at knowing
One
what's
of
in
the
NATO.
one of the Swiss.
You should pick one of those.
I was thinking that. Yeah.
Hey, don't help them. Don't help them now.
Well, I was leaning towards Switzerland. I imagine they wanted to be neutral, but they decided to just join in. So Switzerland.
They couldn't help their neutralness, their neutrality. What are you saying?
I thought this was Finland because I remember having a NATO ally actually on Russia's border was like a big deal. So I think it might be Finland.
And I said Sweden.
So Finland was the 31st member that joined in 2023. Sweden was ratified as the 32nd member in 2024. I threw the very, very subtle hint of assembly, trying to get you to IKEA, maybe. I don't know.
It couldn't have been a meatball clue.
Yeah.
Bill Murray would have loved the admission of this NATO ally. For example.
Right.
That's how Matt our Matt would have
They might have been ratified with an Allen wrench.
It was with great efficiency. They flat packed the resolution together.
I also, speaking of IKEA, great video I saw of a guy. He smokes a joint, hits a bong, with the smoke still in his lungs, drinks a beer, takes a shot, then blows the smoke out, and then the camera zooms out, and they're in the IKEA living room.
Like in the store.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
They're very livable spaces.
Very true. I like going to IKEA. What's your opinion?
IKEA is a great way to find out if you're going to or have married the correct
without
person.
the 30 Rock reference, what's your opinion?
I only really ever go there when I know what I need.
You don't window shop.
It used to be fun.
IKEA?
Like it can be fun to just walk around IKEA and
do a
window
lap.
shop. Yeah. I mean, last time I did end up with a whimsical cutting board that I wasn't planning on purchasing.
What makes a cutting board whimsical?
I wasn't planning on purchasing it.
Was it shaped like a fish?
That's the whimsy.
Okay.
No, unfortunately, it was a regular bamboo cutting board.
Sounds
So not very whimsical.
not a lot of whimsy.
Yeah, but
I
it
would
was a
not-
great price.
Okay.
That I believe.
I wouldn't call it whimsical, but okay. Cutting board.
I'm a simple man.
Okay. Well, we know that. Matt, what's your opinion on IKEA? You like it?
My
fan?
opinion or his
Yeah.
opinion? My
Your
opinion.
opinion.
Well, I get lost in IKEA, like legit. Somehow I keep ending up.
Have trouble following arrows?
Yeah, I'm like, how do I get out of here? And I keep ending up in like the children's section, and I'm like, I need an adult. Somebody help me get out of here.
You're the kind of guy who goes the wrong way at a roundabout, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't mess with roundabouts. I see it. I'm not doing.
Okay.
it. We're not
love
talking about roundabouts again. We've done this so many times, Jeff. We know your opinion on roundabouts.
I didn't think
love
San
it.
Diego had any roundabouts, and then I found one a couple weeks ago. I was like, okay.
Just rode it for an hour. Just
Was it the highlight of your week? Because it would have been mine.
not get out of this one.
Matt Kirk, you like a good IKEA trip? Or do you find it stressful?
I mean, I have to be going for a reason. I don't
Okay.
browse. Like I gotta have a space to fill if I'm gonna go.
Okay. Can't just go and like, oh, maybe I'll pick up a toilet brush or something.
I'm a gamer. I got other stuff to do. I gotta
for
play
sure.
Terraforming Mars and stuff. I don't. Running around to IKEA is much less exciting than that.
Very nice. All right, let's get to the next question. This is a great game so far.
All right, number 5. Name the musical artist who received the most Grammys at the 66th Annual Awards held on February 4th. 3 were awards shared among members of the alternative rock group Boy Genius, and the 4th was a collaboration with SZA.
So this is the awards that took place 2024 in February.
Correct.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't watch the Grammys because it's like all the music I don't like to listen to in one show. So I'm just going to say Pharrell. Since he's got the Lego movie coming.
There's a picture of Pharrell holding lots of Grammys. He's won some before. It's not a bad guess.
Yeah, he's been around. If you're famous enough to be like, I want a movie about me, and also it's Lego, then I assume you could pick up some Grammys along the way too. What are you guys saying? Or what do you think?
I'm locked. This is one that I know.
This is in Matt's wheelhouse.
I
Jeff?
love indie supergroups.
Yeah, then I don't know. The only person I know SZA's worked with is Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
But that was this year's Grammys.
Okay.
Indie supergroups.
Do you know Boy Genius? Are you familiar?
No,
Me neither.
except for Jimmy Neutron. He was a Boy
He's
Genius.
the best. He's the front man, I believe.
Yeah.
Or Sheldon Cooper.
Or the front boy.
He's the best boy.
Yeah.
Isn't that a thing on a film set?
Yes.
Yeah.
His dad's the gaffer.
Yeah. So, I'm going to say indie superstar Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah. I was always more into Monsters of Folk, which was I think a Nick Cave maybe supergroup. I don't know. This one I think is Phoebe Bridgers.
And like I said, I'm just sticking with Pharrell Williams.
It is Phoebe Bridgers. Nice one, Matt.
Well done.
I know my Grammys. I can't wait for next year because I'll remember that Beyonce won everything.
I'll make
everything. Kendrick won 5 Grammys.
That's true too.
Make a mental note that the answer is either Beyonce or Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with one of those guesses.
All right.
Yeah, not a lot of Taylor love this year.
See ya in a year, Matt. Good luck.
All right. Question number 6. On April 9th, a total solar eclipse passed through the Midwestern United States. Name the U.S. city with the highest population that experienced eclipse totality.
Ooh.
Midwest,
with the highest population. Interesting.
Do you guys remember seeing it?
I do
in
remember.
Your Midwestern city?
Yeah.
We did.
I was actually under the weather that day. So I took off of work, and it was just kind of a bonus that I got to kind of eclipse gaze.
Yeah.
But I did have to find some last minute glasses because I didn't realize I would be.
I think you just look right up at it.
Yeah, I just squint a little bit, right?
I still had mine from
Just
2017.
as a precaution, people listening, don't do that.
Yeah. not recommended.
Make sure you get some official glasses.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I went through.
Make a pinhole. That was the thing he told you to do.
Did he say the U.S. city?
The
With
U.S.
the most?
city with the highest population that experienced eclipse totality.
I can lock in.
Totality.
This is tough because I remember thinking about maybe traveling for it. I can't remember where I wanted to go.
So you don't think it was Chicago?
It was not Chicago.
No,
not
I think
get
we
a
only
total.
had
It was a
like
little
we only had like 90% or something like
It's
that.
a little more south, I believe.
You're thinking south.
But I mean, you can go. You know what? I think I remember. I'm gonna lock in.
Okay. You guys both locked in?
Yeah.
Now, I have departed the Midwest, so I can't remember what a Midwest is. So I think if you said south, so I'm going to use that as a clue.
I might be wrong
Well, I don't have anything else. So
because it was like an arc. It's it travels in like an arc.
Speaking of arcs,
Since the Earth is
It
round.
depends on how you map it.
Yeah.
my
It's
answer
straight in some direction.
was going to be St. Louis. So I'm following that arc. That's what I'm going with.
It could be St. Louis. I remembered I was thinking about maybe going to. I thought it was Indianapolis because I have relatives there.
Yeah.
I think it was really good in Indianapolis. I could be wrong though.
Good steakhouses for you. I'm sure it's relevant.
In Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Are they known for their steakhouses?
Yeah. Indiana's got good steakhouse.
Really? Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I guessed Dallas.
That's Dallas.
Not the Midwest.
All right, so we have 3
Texas is in the mid
wild guesses.
of the West.
No way.
It went through the Midwest, but it did start down in Texas. It is Dallas.
well done. Good job, Jeff.
Just J.R. Ewing looking up at that total eclipse.
So we'll do one more
shot through the
question here, and then we'll get a score recap to see where we're all at. And for this very special game, each question is worth 1 billion points.
Oh, it's like good because I don't remember how many I've gotten right. I think it's like 2. So
You don't know how many you got right?
no, I can't remember.
Okay.
What's the last question? I may or may not have marked anything.
Dallas.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Question number 6 was the last one.
But they're each worth 1 billion points, so good luck with that math.
But it's a leap year, so it's actually 6 billion.
That's right.
All right. Number 7. Which nation imposed a 5-week ban on the social media platform X? Service was restored once a legal representative for X was named.
I think I can lock in.
Yeah, it wasn't the U.S. That was
I wish.
TikTok was the big thing they were trying to ban, and then did ban for 1 day or whatever.
About 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil's TikTok career down the drain 1 day. Sad.
Yeah, very sad.
That's what did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the final nail.
Blow.
It's like he just keeps doing the renegade dance. I told him it was 4 years ago. Get over it.
He just learned how to floss.
His teeth.
His teeth.
Are you guys locked in?
I am.
Okay.
Do you remember this?
Until a representative showed up. Well, it wasn't us. It wasn't China, because they don't need X.
Mm.
They have Tencent,
Yeah.
Baidu, Weibo, all that stuff.
Yeah. China, right? China's got all that stuff.
They do. So I don't think it was
What
China.
is X going to give it to you? It's DMX.
Exhibit A, Matt.
What do you think? There's a lot of countries out there
There are almost
to
200.
choose from.
I
5
think
weeks.
I think I'm locked in with something.
Okay.
I'm going to say Russia.
Okay.
Russia's a good bet to, ban something. I felt like this was a Latin American country, South American, so I went with Brazil.
And I felt like this was related to like their non-compliance in the EU. So I picked an EU country and I said France because they're kind of standing up at the forefront right now.
France and Russia, not bad guesses, but Matt has this one. It's Brazil.
Well done.
I don't.
And now why did they ban it?
So they didn't. X had not named a legal representative to the Brazilian government, and the Supreme Court finally put their foot down and are like, "Hey, you're out of compliance about a bunch of other stuff too, and here's a bunch of fines. So we're going to turn off your service until you fix this."
Mm-hmm. I remember memes on X about all the funny things that they could say about Brazil when Brazil didn't have access to it.
That's pretty funny, actually. Quick, let's talk about Brazil while they're gone.
Yeah.
So, after 7 questions, we have just over half the game to go, and it is Matt in the lead with 3. I have 2 billion, that is. And Jeff has 2 billion points.
Wow.
Yeah.
An insurmountable lead for me, a whole billion.
Yeah, Matt, you're up by a bill. Cool bill.
Good to hear.
This Friday, from Disney, the musical movie event of the year arrives in theaters.
My name is Snow White. Flawless. Exquisite.
Get tickets now.
Waiting on a wind.
Snow White will have you on your feet
I think that's a wonderful idea.
and cheering for more.
I was thinking the same thing.
Experience the magical story.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest one of all?
Snow White. Disney's Snow White. Only in theaters Friday. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. Tickets on sale now.
I was never really a runner. The way I see running is a gift, especially when you have stage 4 cancer. I'm Anne. I'm running the Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America. I run for Dana-Farber Cancer Institute to give people like me a chance to thrive in life, even with cancer.
Join Bank of America in helping Anne's cause. Give if you can at BofA.com/supportAnne. What would you like the power to do? References to charitable organizations is not an endorsement by Bank of America Corporation. Copyright 2025.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
And just a reminder to all the listeners out there, Patreon is how we keep this show going. It is our fuel. It is our food.
Mm-hmm. It's our fuel, our fire. It's what we desire.
Yeah, well, we would greatly appreciate anybody else checking out our Patreon at $1 a month. You can get all the ad-free episodes. At $5 a month, like our guest Matt, you can get all of our bonus content, which there is a ton of. It's like 100 hours of bonus content or something like that.
And it keeps growing. Once a week, we're just throwing these out there.
Once a week, there is a brand new bonus episode for you to wrap your ears around. So if you want to check that out, please go to patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. All right, so that concludes all the business. So let's jump on into the next question.
All right.
Because I am committed to defeating Matt today.
Moving on to question 8. As of the end of 2024, what film edged out Deadpool and Wolverine to secure the top domestic box office gross for the year?
Ooh.
Oh, something beat that?
All right, I got a guess.
God, I can't think of any other movies. I don't think it's a Marvel movie, because the only other one was I don't remember that one either.
I don't think there were any more in the
yeah, they just had the
year.
one.
I think so. They've been slowing down their release schedule because they realize we're getting tired of it. We're getting fatigued. There might have been 2.
I have a guess now.
I have a guess as well.
Okay, Jeff, why don't you start us off?
So I remember it was a big movie at the end of 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember Neil went to see it and said he did not like it.
Okay.
Oh. Hot take.
And I think it had a huge opening weekend.
You're really keeping us in suspense here.
My guess is Moana 2.
Ooh, Moana 2. Interesting.
Yeah, because I went with a different Pixar.
Oh.
And I felt like this was Inside Out 2.
I also said Inside Out 2 because I think it was huge.
You know what? I might have been too late in the year.
Moana 2 was number 4 on this list. Wicked was number 3. And then number 1 was Inside Out 2.
Points.
Never doubt Pixar.
You're up to 4 billion points, Matt.
It's the most I've ever scored in this game by a lot.
That's what inflation will do for you.
The triviality points are not what they used to be.
But for your points, you can only get like one of those little like stress balls or a stick of gum.
A mustache
So really, it's like our Patreon just keeps getting cheaper.
It does proportionally to inflation because we've never actually increased the prices.
That's true.
New episode, $700 a week. Actually.
Can't put in for your fighter jet.
No, I haven't gotten all the Pepsi points. Patreon actually has a feature where you can sell individual episodes directly. Like you can put it up and be like, like if people want this episode, they have to pay $5 for this episode or whatever.
We should label it.
And we're not doing that.
The producers don't want you to hear this episode. $30.
We the
Five easy tricks.
We the producers don't want you to hear it.
Reverse psychology got him.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, moving on, number 9. On June 2nd, Mexico elected their first female president with nearly 60% of the popular vote. Name this career politician who previously served as Mexico City's head of government for approximately 4.5 years.
Locked in.
This will be like the third
locked
time.
in too.
The third time I've gotten this question wrong. I can now
Come on,
remember.
Matt.
I
You can
can't
do
remember
it.
her name.
You can do it.
I can't. No. I'm not even going to make a guess because it would be culturally insensitive.
Okay.
Go for it.
I believe it's Scheinbaum.
Yes. A name that I love saying, Claudia Scheinbaum.
Oh, that is a good name.
Yep. She's also the
Adio,
first.
Claudia.
Claudia.
From Assassin's Creed
Yes.
2, Claudia.
Assassino!
She's also the first Jewish heritage president that they
Yes.
had.
Yes.
And again, A+ name.
Hey, Matt, we're tied.
I knew it.
At 4 billion points apiece.
At 4 billion points apiece.
I am way behind.
You are way behind.
I'm actually, this is the largest deficit in Triviality
you've ever had.
I'm down by 1 billion points.
Try catching up to that.
Oh, there's no way. I don't know if I could ever catch up.
It's anybody's game.
It's too late for this crap.
All right. Question number 10. Which geographically unlikely NHL team defeated the Philadelphia Flyers in 7 games to win their first Stanley Cup on June 24th?
I'm locked in.
They just traded for Popeye Jones' kid.
Who? Oh, yeah. True. So it sounds like Matt knows.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember?
Which geographically unlikely team?
Mm-hmm.
Was it the? It was sounds. I think was it a Florida team again? Was it the Lightning?
Could have been the. Could have been the Coyotes.
The Coyotes.
In their final season.
No, but they sucked.
That's why they moved to Utah.
They definitely sucked, and became the Utah
Hockey Club.
Hockey Club.
Can you believe that?
No.
That they can't be the Yetis because people will be confused about the cup. It's like, what?
Is that what they said?
Yeah, they said that they can't trademark Yeti because the Igloo or the cup company has the rights to
They
Yeti.
can't do that.
Wow.
Here's the thing. They may have to because that's the way trademark law works.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, if you have a trademark, you are legally required to defend it.
Mm-hmm.
So like you have to sue.
But they could say Yetis.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. Here's the thing about trademark law. The thing is, it's not a
Here's
product.
the thing about trademark law.
It's intended to protect you from like somebody having like Coke spelled C-O-K and selling it to you on the shelves and it kills everybody, right?
C-O-K. That's
Yeah.
something
Okay,
else,
that's a
I think.
different product.
They can. But so it's like obviously that's why it exists. But yeah, when it's like patently something different that no rational person would confuse the two, yes, it's stupid.
Like a man in a hockey sweater.
Yes.
So what are you saying?
I'm just gonna go with a Florida team and say the Lightning.
Ooh.
Okay.
You
You're
were close.
close.
It's the
Very close.
Panthers.
That's the Panthers.
God damn it.
Panthers.
It is the Florida
Now I'm
Panthers.
2 billion points.
You're way behind, dude. Dude, you're screwed. It's not looking good for you. It's looking good for me and Matt.
We're throwing the rats on the ice. Big victory here.
Okay, question 11. In July, a worldwide IT outage was the result of a defective software update to Microsoft Windows hosts. What cybersecurity firm was held responsible?
Locked in. Also, this was one of the best days of my life. So
This was
Really?
one of the
Why?
worst days of my life.
because I got paid to
Describe.
do nothing.
Okay, so you were just out.
I couldn't do anything.
Couldn't
It was
do anything
great.
at work.
Well, our systems didn't work, but they said, you know what?
You
Why don't
stay-
you just
stay
try
open."
to figure it out? Or
Turn
none
it
of our
off and turn it
systems
back
worked.
on.
None of our systems worked. None of the
Cash
stickers-
only. Cash
No,
only at the
it-
conglomerate.
People were mobile ordering. We weren't getting stickers. We didn't know what was going on. People were showing up.
It was like that one episode of The Bear where all the tickets keep running.
just sweating into people's lockers.
Hands!
It was rough.
So who is responsible for that, Matt?
Who
Who do you blame?
Who did I blame? Johnny Microsoft. I honestly I don't remember. I think it's something like Blue Blue Yonder's what's coming, but I don't think that's exactly right. But I can't remember the name of it.
Okay, so Matt with a sort of answer. Well, who do you thank for your day off, Jeff?
Oh, I know who to thank.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you think?
I'm going to say McAfee because
Pat
like
McAfee?
not Pat McAfee.
I don't like that guy.
The security for McAfee, but because that guy's kind of screwy too,
I thought
right?
he was dead. Did he disappear? Didn't John McAfee die?
He did some bad stuff, right?
Oh, bad guy.
I don't know.
Well, I don't mean to slander anybody that I'm
Mysterious
not sure about.
circumstances.
So I'm going to Wikipedia it.
So I'm pretty sure that this is a company that also sponsors one of my favorite Formula One teams, McLaren.
Yeah, okay.
This is CrowdStrike.
CrowdStrike. That's a cool name.
That sounds familiar.
And now he's only 1 billion points behind.
No,
It is
just like that.
CrowdStrike.
Just like that.
Clawing his way back.
What's Blue Yonder? Did I make that up?
I think you're putting two companies that go into space together.
No, Blue Yonder was another hack.
Oh, okay. I was like, there's Blue Origin, and then there's...
It was something else happened. They got cybersecurity hacked or something like that. Bad year for technology.
All right, question number 12. The 2024 Emmys were dominated by the epic drama Shogun, which won 18 of the 25 awards for which it was nominated. Name the father and son team who co-hosted the awards broadcast.
Yep, locked in.
The father and son team. Who would that be?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, Matt?
I have a guess. I think I remember this.
Okay. So I've got to remember. I really don't know.
I kind of hope you both don't, because then I can
you're tied.
I can pull into a 3-way tie with 5 billion points.
I kind of don't. I did not watch the ceremony, so I kind of just have to think of what a father and son who are both famous enough to host this together. Kirk Douglas is gone, so it's not Kirk and Michael Douglas.
He's been gone for a while.
Like 2 years. The man was 104. Give him his due.
It was Fred and Ben Savage.
They're brothers.
Out of my head canon.
Dan Savage.
Who's the dad? Fred.
He came first. Wonder Years came first, then Boy Meets World.
I keep forgetting that they're related.
Yeah.
It does feel like two different
exactly the
generations.
same.
I know. No, but I mean like brothers related.
Yeah.
Like,
Man, I don't know on this one. I'm sadly going to have to tap.
I think that this was the Levy's, Dan and Eugene.
Oh.
I concur. Danny and Eugene Levy.
Oh, that's a great hosting duo.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the most prodigious eyebrows in the business. Yep. Eugene and Dan Levy.
I noticed some of the gentlemen at the Oscars were kind of doing like a Dan Levy sort of fashion statement too.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like there's one guy with a very David Rose sweater on, and I liked it.
Sweaters, that's a good look.
Big sweater and blocking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want a good David Rose sweater one of these days.
They're probably
It's a
like
dream.
$450.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I think that pulls you into the lead, right, Matt?
Oh.
But Jeff is no longer in last place.
We are tied for last.
Okay.
1 billion behind.
All right, question number 13. Name the musical artist that performed Edith Piaf's Hymne à l'amour from the balcony of the Eiffel Tower to close the opening ceremony of the 2024 Olympics held in Paris.
This one I know. Locked in.
Oh, crap.
It's such a great performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's tough. Don't know any explicitly French musicians who are particularly famous.
Daft Punk.
I mean, somebody who's going to sing. I'm locked in. I have a guess.
Well, I think she might be French Canadian.
That's what I was thinking too.
So I'll guess Celine Dion.
That's what I think too.
Oh, I just heard French and performance, and I thought that this was the metal one where the lady was screaming, there was blood everywhere, and it was Gojira.
Nope.
That was something else there, Matt.
That was at the opening ceremony, wasn't it? They performed. That is 100%.
Yep, they did. The opening ceremony was very long, and this was like 10 o'clock at night when they finally finished, but it was with a triumphant comeback, Celine Dion.
Oh, good for her.
Oh, we're all tied with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 billion points.
I've never felt like there were more stakes.
I really want to win today. We're probably going to finish tied. It's a 3-way tie. I really want to win today, though.
Yeah,
more than usual.
We always finish in a 3-way.
Mm-hmm. Every
Traditional.
episode.
Every episode. That's why they call it the Sweat Lodge.
Yeah.
It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Uh-oh. The last cookie.
You can get a new box of cookies in as fast as an hour with Walmart Express Delivery.
Are you my guilty self-conscience?
No, I'm the voice offering you promo code EXPRESS for free delivery on your first order.
Hey, who ate my cookies?
You mean, these cookies?
Order now. Welcome to your Walmart. Promotion valid for first express delivery order. $50 minimum subject to availability. Restrictions apply.
This season, a new hot deal has arrived at Metro. $25 a line for 4 lines with all the data you need and 4 free Samsung Galaxy A15 5G phones. Getting Metro's best deals is easy. No ID required, no activation fees. Get a new number or keep your own. It's up to you. That's 4 lines for $25 a line, plus 4 free phones. Visit a store or go online today. Only at Metro by T-Mobile.
When you join Metro Plus tax, for a limited time and subject to change. Max 1 offer per account.
All right, number 14. The Texas Rangers visited the White House in August to celebrate their first ever World Series title from 2023. Who was the first ever MVP from the Rangers that also attended this reception?
Well, pass. This is not boding well for moi.
It was their first MVP, and he attended as well as the team. Like, he's not on the team.
He was on the team, and it was the first Rangers World Series MVP.
Oh, okay.
It was the first time the Rangers won the World Series,
Gotcha,
and it was the first time that they had an MVP for the World Series.
And just for the record, John McAfee did have some troubles. Yeah, he is passed now.
Mm-hmm.
I would guess.
Okay, Jeff's locked in. Matt?
2024, right?
So
that's the year we're talking about.
The reception was in 2024.
It was for the 2023.
It was the 2023 season, correct?
Yeah, Rangers.
I don't know any Rangers.
Walker? Texas.
I mean, I know him, but
yeah.
He didn't play, though.
So you guys are locked in, I guess?
I'm locked in with nothing.
Yeah.
Johnny Nothing is my answer.
Joey Gallo or Corey Seager are the names that are jumping out at me.
If only you could answer 2 things.
I know. I'm going to go with maybe it was Joey Gallo.
I guess there was an older player that wasn't on the team at the time, but famous Texas Ranger. I just said Nolan Ryan.
Matt, you lost the coin flip. It was Corey Seager.
Thank God for that.
Boo.
It all comes down to this question. 3-way tie. 6 billion points. Nothing on the line.
This question's actually worth $1 trillion points.
This question is worth $1 trillion points.
Making every other question meaningless.
Kind of what it's like when you're
At
in a
this
tie
point,
race. Yeah.
Ending on a hopeful note, the 2024 Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to the Japanese organization Nihon Hidankyo. Formed in 1956, the group lobbies for the abolition of what?
I think I'm locked in.
Is this because of your Japanese knowledge?
Let me hear what it's called again, because I wasn't listening.
My pronunciation is terrible.
That's okay.
Nihon Hidankyo. Hidankyo is Hidankyo.
Okay. I'm locked in.
And it's, what are we looking for? What they're trying to abolish?
They lobby for the abolition of what?
Okay.
I mean, I have a guess.
Okay, so you have a guess. Now I'm looking at...
The pressure's on you, Matt.
I know. The peace organization looking to abolish something. I think, channeling my 2024 John Cena, I think they're trying to rise above hate. And I will say that they're trying to abolish hate. Very
All
abstract.
right. Very, very good, Matt. I me and Jeff just peeked at each other's answers, and I think we are on the same page. Oh, though we said it a little differently. I said,
well, in 2024, you and I did visit a hallowed ground for
Hiroshima.
I would argue that's cheating, to be honest.
Nuclear weapons.
Yes.
So you said nuclear weapons. I said the atomic bomb, which is a nuclear weapon. So
that time
nuclear
frame
weapons.
makes a lot of sense.
Shall we handshake?
Hold on, let's do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it like Hogan and. Are we ready? Are we right? Because we're gonna do it like Hogan and Macho Man.
The
coming
mega
in
powers
slow.
explode.
You gotta get your wrist up way higher.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm at a hard angle here.
That's how you're supposed to close.
Are we right? Are we right?
That's the Kurt angle.
Man, are we right?
Nuclear weapons is correct.
Yeah, there we go. Matt sucks. You're so dumb, guy.
Travis Scott punching me in my ear right now.
Now, if you just knew your Texas Rangers better.
This is all Corey Seager's fault, and I will hate that man forever.
Well, that will conclude today's game. Looks like me and Jeff are tied with 7 billion points. Matt lagging so far behind. He's a billion points behind with a meager 6 billion points.
Oh, man.
I have a tiebreaker if you guys want.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is Triviality Oligarchy Edition.
Absolutely, we want a tiebreaker.
To the nearest million, what was Inside Out 2's gross domestic box office?
Okay. What are you saying? Got a number? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I said 600 mil.
Just domestic?
Domestic, yeah.
Okay. I said 369 million.
Okay.
Deadpool and Wolverine made 636 million.
Ooh.
Inside Out 2 made 652 million.
That makes
well done, sir.
Me the cream of the crop. Everybody else is living in a nightmare.
I want you to know, so the tie was broken, but we ended with 6 billion points apiece.
I get an extra 1 point.
You get like advantage.
I get an extra 1 point.
It's like tennis, and where you have advantage.
Okay,
yeah.
so 7 billion and 1 points to 7 billion and a pathetic 6 billion.
So sad. I'll never recover from this.
Well,
that's 20 billion aggregate.
This is gonna ruin the world tour.
Well, what tour? The world tour.
Oh.
Which actually he canceled the last stop. So I think actually that's why Neil's not here. He's
true.
Still in mourning from the world tour ending.
It was a tough year for Neil, and I don't blame him for sitting out on this one. But boy, did he miss out on some fun. Matt, can't thank you enough for bringing these questions. Any final statements from you?
2025 has started out in a very interesting way.
Interesting. Yeah, let's say interesting.
Yeah, let's hope we're here again for next year.
Yeah, optimistic. I like that.
If podcasting is still allowed in 2026, we will definitely be there for 2025 recap.
I didn't think my 2025 bingo card would contain hopes we get hit by a asteroid, but here we are.
It's up to 4%, I think.
I thought it went back down to 0.
Oh, no.
You wrong? Did
Are
you
you
get
looking
the
at
last
the Earth
update?
or the Moon? Because the Moon does have a slightly higher chance of being hit.
Okay, I thought it was close to like 3 to 4, which I'll take.
Wait, wasn't that 2026 or 2027?
Yeah, it wouldn't be this year.
Anyways, forget it. We're off topic. Hope everybody out there has a great 2025. I know we're a little late to wish you a happy new year, but hope everybody has a great 2025 out there. Stay strong, have fun, get enough sleep, stay hydrated, and just once again want to thank Matt, Jeff, and for myself. That was Triviality, year in review. Bye.
Incoming transmission.
Hello, this is Matt and McKinley from History Dispatches.
We are the father-son duo bringing you the weird, the wild, the wacky, and the craziest tales from across time.
From the Ice Bowl
to the Great Heathen Army.
And the head of Oliver Cromwell.
The same head they kept on a pike for 3 years?
Yep, all here on History Dispatches.
New episodes every weekday.
Find out more at historydispatches.com or wherever you get your podcast app.
As a longtime foreign correspondent, I've worked in lots of places, but nowhere as important to the world as China. I'm Jane Perlez, former Beijing bureau chief for the New York Times. On Face Off, the US versus China, we'll explore what's critical to this important global relationship. Trump and Xi Jinping, AI, TikTok, and even Hollywood. New episodes of Face Off are available now, wherever you get your podcasts.